Hello, it's the Metaverse Explorer back with another episode of Grape Solana Alpha. We have a big episode this time, so feel free to look at all the timestamps for the specific item in Solana that you're looking for. We've got tutorials, we've got funding rounds, we've got comparisons between different asset management platforms. So it's a big episode, guys. So I got to try and cut it down. Otherwise, I know not a lot of people watch it because it goes up to maybe 30 minutes, 40 minutes. But let's go ahead and start. Thank you very much for watching. And thank you for coming back. We have the DeFi Llama Solana TVL at the moment sitting at $6.98, nearly $7 billion. Now, I was going through this list and saw there was something new that I wanted to take a look at. It was called, I think it's a scam, to be honest. Where is it? Solhero Finance. It's got 1.29 million locked at the moment. It is a DeFi protocol, but it's also like a gamified protocol. Look at this. Look at this. What does that remind you of? What does that remind you of? That's Lord of the Rings, guys. That's Gandalf. That's Legolas right there. That's the Hobbit, one of them. These are some of the orcs, some of the dwarves, the gnomes. And okay, so that's okay. Let's have a look at this. Solhero Finance, a world of opportunities, profits, and fun. The most novel gaming experience, the most lucrative monetization opportunities. Right there. That sentence there to me screams out scam. Let's have a look at their farms. So they have a hero token, Solhero dashboard. There's 1.3 million locked at the moment. Daily emission is 400 heroes. You can stake tokens to earn hero. What tokens can you stake? You can stake Raydium, MSOL, Solana, USDC, USDT. I don't like it. And look at the increasingly high APYs, and there's no fees on this. They just want you to say, come over here, guys. Just come and stake all of your Raydium. Come and stake all your USDC and your Solana, and come and get 1000% APY. This is a fucking scam. This is a scam. Okay. You go to play. There is nothing to play. It's only a minting. They have a little box that you can start minting March 3rd. And I swear to God, March 3rd, they are going to rug you so hard if you actually do this. You can try and get one of these little NFTs, but really they're just fucking Lego. They are Lego characters with a background. No hard work put into this at all. Community, they do have a link tree. They have a Discord, I think a Twitter. You can buy Hero, of course, on Raydium. I would recommend not to. You can connect with your Phantom Slurp wallet software. I am not going anywhere near this at the moment. This is their website. Let's look at their Twitter. And they are already on CoinGecko, so they are doing their heavy lifting to get the community in there. They've got only 2,450 people, but I'm following a lot of people in Solana, and no one is following them, okay? No one is following them. So this, to me, screams out scam, okay? I wouldn't go anywhere near this. If you, that's it. I'm just going to stop there. Starting off with our tutorials, we have Ottercash. Ottercash on Solana is a tornado cash. So basically, Tornado Cash is like a privacy mixing service on Ethereum and other smart chains at the moment. And now we have the equivalent on Solana. This is a product that hasn't really made much stride in Solana at the moment. Everything else is open, but we need something like this for people to mix their coins. What does that mean? It basically means that you can deposit your Solana into this protocol, and then you're able to withdraw. You get a secret note. You put in that secret note anywhere else around the world, and someone will be able to withdraw it and be able to withdraw it to another wallet. So it goes into a giant pool where everyone else has their Solana deposit. It all gets mixed together into one pot, and then you take out your Solana or you take out someone else's Solana because you have a secret note for a deposit for one Solana. And basically the way this works is that it breaks the chain of custody. So this could be used by criminals. This could also be used by people who are concerned about their privacy. So this is their Twitter at the moment. They've got only 200 followers. They're followed by the Grapevine, a few other people, including Serum. This is their app at the moment. It's very minimalistic. It's a privacy layer for Solana ecosystem. Very, very tiny, very minimalistic. They do have a GitHub repository. Let's go to the app. So right now it is in beta. You can deposit only one Solana. Okay, 0.1 Sol is a good to test it out. I haven't actually tested it out myself because I don't know these people yet. I haven't looked at the code yet. But you can log in with your Solana wallet. You can deposit one Sol. Once you perform deposit, you can come here, you get a secret withdraw note, okay, and then you can put in your withdraw note in here, and then put in the address that you want to withdraw those funds to, however much you were able to deposit. If you deposited 1 Sol, you can just withdraw that deposit into a withdrawal address. Now, there is a small fee. The Auto Relay charges 0.05 Solana fee. This is so people just don't just bot this and go crazy with it, because we know Solana is super fast, super easy to get a bot going. I'm interested in this a lot. I want to see where it actually goes and if it turns out to be a great, because I know there is another one on Solana called Lava Cash or Lava something on Solana, and that's about privacy preserving kind of a mixing service as well. So I'm super interested in this. Let's look at our next tutorial. Our next tutorial is exotic markets. They are on Twitter, 5,000 followers. They've got a few people following them. Now, they are an exotic market, sustainable yield and optionality opportunities on Solana. They currently have a DevNet. This is their website at the moment. So we're going to try out this DevNet so everyone can see. You earn yield sustainably. They have a few backers, which has my eye, especially Alameda Research. Very bullish on Alameda Research. Multicoin Capital, Solana Ventures. So these guys are not new, okay? Let's have a look at what they're actually saying here. So you can diversify your portfolio using call options and put options, I believe. This is their roadmap. They have a DevNet on at the moment. And then they also have a DevNet trading competition. Yeah, that's us, boys. And then a mainnet launch at the end of Q1. And then a token launch at the end of Q1, of course. And then you go to DAO in mid-2022. So what is exotic markets? Wealth management and structured products out of the bank and in the decentralized finance world. If you want to grow your wealth in crypto, Exotic is here to help you do it. All right, sounds good. Let's give it a try. I want to find out about their team when I can. This is just a very quick tutorial. Approve the second one. Ready to go. Now, what can we do? They have vanilla dual currencies. Note offers you can enhance, offers you an enhanced yield by forfeiting upside opportunity of crypto. Basically, you get to sell options. If a price goes all the way up past a specific price that was determined, that was the strike price, then you lose the amount of upside on that. But if it doesn't go all the way up to that price, you get a little premium on it. So let's have a look at some of them. So they have a dual XO BTC, XO Ray, Serum, Sol. Let's just go to the Sol. The subscription ends in 9 hours. Let's see if we can participate here. What's the max I can put in? 300 Solana. Nice. Let's do 100. That's just my my things that I've put into my my numpad. Nice, nice. Awesome. So this is good. It still works. The product itself works. Security audit. Have they had a security audit? Is there a white paper? Awesome. Halburn. We need more information. Token utility. Structured products examples. Nah. No team. Nothing about the team. Dislike. Nah. All right. Let's move on, guys. Now, did you know the Grape Marketplace has officially launched? You can list your NFTs without it being listed onto the market, but it's still in your wallet. This is called non-custodial. Basically, have a look at this. This is Dean the Machine, one of the cool contributors at Grape Network, and he's listed his Degen Ape 6969, 6969. 6969, and basically he's listed it for 169 Sol. You can go ahead and buy this, or you can make an offer. I want to show you how to make an offer, okay? Oh, you can only make an offer actually if you are a Grape holder. In this wallet here, my DevNet wallet, I don't have Grape. But basically, this is how Grape can monetize their token if they want, just for this marketplace, so that if you don't have any Grape, you can't really participate in this. And of course, the DAO will set the parameters of this. If it's too high, we don't have enough people to be participating, or if we want to sell it really low, so everyone in the ecosystem can't participate. It's really up to the DAO and how they vote. It's super interesting that the way this is going. So basically, you'll be able to list your own token, and then you'll be able to share the ID of that, just like he has done here. And then people can come and bid on it if they want to. Lifinity, one of the swaps and AMMs on Solana, has been making some really great strides. They do have a pool that has been going pretty well at the moment. They've got about 58% APY just for trading fees for the Solana and USDC. And the reason they do it is because it's a concentrated kind of liquidity pool. It gives you 100% concentration. They do have a Twitter, and they just released their tokenomics series. There's going to be 6 Medium articles, and the first one that they've released makes me kind of bullish at the moment. So shout out to Durden, I see you there. So TLDR, they're releasing a 6-part series on tokenomics. Liquidity mining is generally ineffective strategy, and Lifinity will be avoiding it. So you know how in Solana, every new project when they come, they release like 1% of their token, and then the rest is farmed throughout liquidity mining. And of course, this gives you high APY because the token is usually priced higher than what that IDO was. And so this gives a large supply that's coming onto the market, and all you see is the token just going down and down and down. Because it's so fast in Solana, everyone can just farm it super fast and just dump it, sell it right away, auto compound it. So they're saying they don't want this at all. Lifinity will own its own liquidity, not just for its own token, but for every token pair that will be provided, that it will provide liquidity for. What does this mean? That means the protocol actually gets to collect all the trading fees because they own the liquidity. Every liquidity platform out there now is kind of just renting their own liquidity. So this is a mix between the 3-3 method that everyone knows around so far. It's Olympus DAO and Olympus Pro. And then all the revenue will be distributed directly or indirectly to token holders. And how can you get yourself a token right now? You can get a Lifinity Flare. And we've seen these kind of shoot up in value. They started at about 3 Sol, and they've been slowly going up because every week, I think every Tuesday, all the fees, trading fees in the Lifinity pool goes back to buying their NFT and buying it and keeping it somewhere else. We don't know what's going to happen to it yet, but it's super interesting what's happening with Lifinity. I'm bullish on them at the moment, so I'm going to be acquiring one NFT myself. Serum has now introduced their Serum Accelerator program. Basically what it is they just finished their convergence hackathon, which had a few winners, and I even managed to cover some of them in my previous videos. Basically what they're saying is that all the people who won in these convergence hackathon will be going into this program. And what are they going to provide them in this program, in this accelerator? It's going to support the growth of the startups who plan on actively contributing to Serum, and will provide mentorship, resources, training for all facets of the startup company, including product positioning, user acquisition, team formation, fundraising. There's going to be a 10-week long program, 12 different startups building on Serum. So we expect to see a lot of VC funding coming to some of these projects. If you know some of them, I've covered some of them. Some of them are really good projects that are coming up. There will be a demo day at the end of the 10 weeks, so I'm going to watch out in about 2.5 months to see what these guys are able to do, because they already have working products, most of the builders out there, and some of them are already making business partnerships around Solana. Now, at the end of these 2.5 weeks, where they have way more resources at their disposal, they're going to be much bigger than what they are now. So this is where you're able to get some alpha and be able to get on these projects before they get big at the end of their demo day, when their project is way bigger than before. So that's it for the Solana Serum Accelerator, which is pretty good news, to be honest. And there's going to be 97 projects that competed in the Convergence Hackathon, and they won about $5 million in prize pools, and now they're going into a program to make them much bigger. Did you know Dune Analytics now supports Solana? This is a great step forward in the analytics space and kind of the observation space in Solana. We're able to query a lot of the data that happens on Solana. So basically, Dune Analytics, you go in the top left-hand side corner, you can type in Solana, and then it gives us a few of the analytic things that we can look for in Solana. So someone, Yay James, at Yay James, 14 days ago, he created a StepN analytics thing, and a lot of people like it so far. Basically, you're able to see the profit that StepN is breaking in. You can see the revenue of StepN. You can see how many people are going into it. There's a whole lot of people, and you can see the total Solana in StepN just slowly growing and growing. So you can use this to analyze to see if a project is actually gaining momentum or if they're losing momentum. If you see this chart is going the opposite direction, then hey, people are removing their Solana from StepN. Daily deposits, these are the daily deposits in the users, and today or yesterday they had 929 people join the StepN ecosystem. That's a lot, to be honest, for a smaller project on Solana. And they're not that quite small, actually. Their GST token is going crazy. Let's have a look at some of the other things in Solana we can see. So the favorite one that people seem to like is Solana transactions and the Solana bridge, 77 and 86 people. So let's have a look at Solana transactions. What can you actually glean from this? So these are the transactions per second, and you can see Metaplex uses a lot, Solana uses a lot, Solstreet uses a lot, Magic Eden probably has a lot as well. So it's just pretty crazy. You're able to see where all the transactions are coming from. And even in here, we can see that Solana and Magic Eden have a lot. These are all the different transactions per program. There's so much information here, and this can go on for pages and pages. And these are the DeFi transactions, Raydium transactions, Orca transactions, Mango transactions, Serum transactions. Wow, look at that. 62k Serum transactions in 1 day, in 1 hour. That's crazy. 60,000 transactions in 1 hour. Now that is a limit order book, a closed limit order book. That's crazy. Let's look what else we can look in Dune Analytics. Solana ecosystem, let's have a look at that. Rewards per day, 600 Solana. Rent per day, ooh, -4 Solana, -2 Solana. Staking rewards, ooh, someone got a whole bunch of staking rewards there. Why did that go up? That's very interesting. I want to know why. And the voting rewards. Maybe someone or something happened on here on chain that I don't know about. Anyway, Dune Analytics is great for you to find some observational data for you to make some objective decisions if you're interested in Solana in general. Cropper.finance, a smaller kind of liquidity AMM pool on Solana. People have forgotten about Cropper for a while, but they're still going with their little fertilizer launchpad. Basically, they just announced that they have 2 projects that will be coming up soon. The first one is Nezha, the second one is Winners. Nezha is a liquidity engine for next generation prediction markets, so keyword prediction markets, similar to Hedgehog or Ava on Solana. And then Winners is a play-to-earn gaming platform that enables competitive one-to-one play. Super awesome. Let's have a look at Nezha. There's got 1.2 followers on Twitter, and Revolution Project Stake to Win launching early 2022. So these are super early projects. And then we have Winners, one-to-one play, traditional head-to-head games powered by a token economy on Solana. And they've got their own website here. They've got 20,000 followers. But funny enough, they're only followed by Cropper. So it's super interesting to see where these guys came from that no one else in Solana is following them. And they have a launch in 16 days, 20 hours. Are you going to be purchasing this? Let's quickly have a look if we can find their team. Why Solana? Why investors us? No. Careers, investor deck, tokenomics, alpha gaming. Maybe their investor deck. Let's see if they have any good information here that we can glean instead of just background, solution, yes. Token ecosystem, yes. They have their own token. Token ecosystem, sure. Token sale. How much is the pre-sale? I want to see the allocation. So basically the public is paying twice as much as the pre-sale. They have a public team. Awesome. Great. Thomas Ferrari, Jackie, a few. They have a big team, big team. Who are the backers? 3 Commas Capital, Block Mines, Koban. That's all I know so far. Awesome. I'm going to keep a close eye on these guys. Let's move on. Now, Solanium has recently been just going down and down and down. People are very unhappy with Solanium. They haven't been providing much, just been giving the token out, and it's just been going so down that people haven't been caring for Solanium anymore because people can launch their own tokens. People started just selling out from it. Let's have a look at some of the projects that are still going to be listed on Solanium, and there is quite a few of them. One of them I'm particularly interested in because they won a previous award at one of the how should I say, hackathons. So right now they have Vision Games. The sale is about to end in 12 hours. They have some upcoming pools: Your, Nest Arcade, Darley Go, Hawksight, and Yom. I generally like Darley Go because it is a horse racing game. Let's have a look at some of them. Vision Games, the token is 0.03 USDC. It's vested. You should always look here. You get 15% when you buy the token, and then for the next 6 months it's going to be vested. And then there's Your, which is kind of a Wikipedia of product content. So it might be like a streaming platform, let's say. There's a 40% locked at the beginning and then 3 months after that. And then we have Nest Arcade, a P2E NFT arcade on Solana. Sounds interesting. Also vested at 20%. Darley Go, the first Solana-based NFT horse racing game. I don't know if it's the first. The sweets are here first. The sweets are already playing. And they have vested for 40% as well. Hawksight is a one-click automated investments and yield farming on Solana and Terra. I'm very interested in Hawksight. Let's have a look at them after this. And then lastly, we have Dune, which is a first layer 1 metaverse where artists, brands, and co-create meta reality. This is fully unlocked all the way at 0.075 USDC. But first off, let's have a look at Hawksight that I'm super interested in. Let's have a little deep dive on Hawksight. So they're going to be going on Solanium at 0.012 USDC. It's going to be vested, 40% unlocked immediately, and then 20% monthly after that. Let's have a look at the platform actually. So this is their website. You can go and look at the moment. They're going to be providing you indexes and also leverage positions. They're trying to make everything come onto one spot. And then they're also doing not just this on Solana, but on Terra as well. And we all know Terra is a very serious platform that's doing great things out there. And I'm interested to see Anchor because I'm interested in that 20% APY for your UST. Awesome. I would love that on Solana. Who are their backers? They have Big Brain Capital, Solana Ventures, Terraform Labs, and Sky Vision as well. Let's look at the roadmap. They won the first place in a hackathon in Q4. They got lots of community members. They started testing the Dapp. But in Q1, what should we expect? In Q1, we want to see the token launch IDO in February in partnership with IDO Launchpads, DEXs, and CEXs, which is, I guess, what we're seeing right now in Solanium. The Dapp mainnet launch in March of 2022. We want to see them the Dapp natively on Terra. Awesome. I want to see that 20% UST. The pilot Hawksight hotline localizes grassroots campaigns to onboard first-time users, rewards incentives for early adopters and OG communities. Awesome, man. Let's have a look at the tokenomics of this. They do have some information in Solanium as well, and they give you some value accrual, which I want to see. The Hawk token burning for long-term token accrual. Burning as usual. We see this all the time. It doesn't always work because if there's more inflation, if the token's being emitted more than is burning, then hey, it's a higher supply than demand, isn't there? The token price just goes down. Unusually long vesting and lockup periods for early investors. Sure, this is good, but you shouldn't be praised for it. Protocol on liquidity. We all know about POL. We all know about PAL for reduced price volatility and selling pressure. Strong utility with Hawksight premium features. Now, this is where sometimes it gets more interesting. Real-time trading signals, Twitter social analytics, analyzing crypto, DeFi, NFT, and Web3 passports. Not bad. And of course, it's a governance token as well. They have a big team. Let's go on in this. I'm not a giant fan. Nothing super interesting going on here with the token because you can probably still get a good enough value from the protocol without having to own the token. They do have a big team they've been building for a long time. I wonder if SBB is in here as well. I do not see him. They do have some nice backers, but their tokenomics is what I'm interested in. Look at this. The initial circulating supply is going to be 3 to 5% of the total tokens. That is such a small supply. That is so small. I'm gonna give that a no. Okay. I didn't mean to cheer. I meant to do a sad face. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad, I think. So look at this. 25% to the team, 25% to the foundation. So that's like 50% of the entire token supply for insiders, at least. Okay. Fundraise is 20%, and we're probably only getting like 3 to 5% of the entire supply because 4% is going to be 40% unlocked at TGE. It's such a small supply for the public, and so you'll see this was going to have a giant APY, and you're just going to see the token price just started going down and down and down. Ecosystem incentives 30%, super small as well. Vesting schedule not super interesting because look at this giant cliff. There's going to be a huge increase to circulating supply when the team unlocks theirs. So I'm not a big fan of their tokenomics. They need to do some work here, I think, just from my perspective. Now, I wanted to take a quick snapshot of the DEXs on Solana. Thank you, Solana Daily, for providing this. We have Raydium, Saber, Orca, and Atrix. These four are the largest DEXs on Solana, to be honest. So Raydium has a TVL of about 755 million, Saber 600 million, Orca 400 million, and Atrix 400 million. So basically, the way I see it, that Raydium is still the winning at the moment here because one, they have the highest TVL, they have the highest volume, and they provide way more features than Saber, Orca, or Atrix because you can swap, you can LP, stake, farm, IDO, and NFT on Raydium. Saber is coming in a close second because they have this voting going on through the Tribeca DAO voting. And this is the whole curve CRV, token wars, all of this coming onto Solana. I'm not a big fan of it, but now what I've heard is that Star Atlas is going to be using Tribeca for their governance staking in Solana. So I'm slightly a bit worried if it's the right choice for them, because we have the Realms, which is built by the Solana Foundation themselves. And now Saber is making their own voting system called Tribeca. So it's super interesting to see. Atrix, I just don't even want to go near Atrix because they just list anything and it's all permissionless markets. You could be getting 1,000 APY in 1 second and next second it could be 1 APY. And I don't really care for Almond. It's just super shitty, to be honest, in Atrix. I don't like Atrix. I'd rather just stick to Raydium, auto-compounding on Tulip, or even Orca auto-compounding. Saber, perhaps, but the Saber token is not doing anything. The Saber token is crap. It's just literally a farm and dump token. That's what it is, yeah? You don't do anything else with it. What do you do? Tell me. You can vote for stuff, but vote for stuff? Why hold a token that constantly depreciates in value if you get to vote for stuff? Now, I wanted to give a small overview of the two major asset management platforms on Solana, where basically you deposit your money into someone else's platform, and they're able to manage that by trading or leveraging or whatever kind of trading strategies they have to try and just get some ROI on your investment. So the first one we're going to look at is Solstreet Finance. I think they're out from South Africa. They do have some prominent people. They had a competition ages ago, but it seems like a lot of people have left Solstreet Finance. You can tell because the first fund with the highest AUM at the moment is $10,000. That's the highest AUM. And then they have one, the next one is 6,000. The way they categorize this is through their street score, which is a combination of different criteria. And basically the higher your street score, the better of the more trusted, the easier the deposit is going to be, the less volatility, the less risk. So just generally the better for the investor. So we have a Solstreet score. The highest is 98.95, and this is out of 100, by the way. And this is a bullish AF fund number 1. You can see his wallet address online. He's in 99% Solana at the moment. And in the last month, he's had a plus 11 return. But the problem is he only has one investor, which is probably himself, and then he only has $1,000 in AUM. And all of these AUMs are super, super small. So it makes the actual return percentage seem a lot higher than it is. You know, it's much better, and it's much easier to get 10% ROI on $1,000 than 10% ROI on $1 million, isn't it? There's a big difference there, isn't it? Now let's have a comparison of Solstreet Finance. The highest AUM is $140,000, and this is by the Shrimp Fund. Let's have a look at him. He's not actually trading anything at the moment. He is all in USDC. Previously, he likes to trade some Solana, as you can see. Basically, he was active 7 days ago. When he comes in when he sees something happening in the markets, and his share of the fund is only $10,000. So there's 178 people invested in the Shrimp Fund. And then you can go down the list. There's someone else with $66,000, $36,000, but they also have really large manager shares. So he's got 90% of the entire fund himself. So he's basically managing his own fund. Think about it like that. But he's also been losing his own money because his all-time return is minus 50%, which is a crazy amount. And if you're in BTC, it hasn't been minus 50% at the moment. And you can basically go down all the list here and try and find a good fund that you're interested in. But at the moment, it seems like the infrastructure isn't here yet. They do have the leaderboard. Shrimp Fund is still on top. They have the fund performance percentage and investor percentage. And basically this guy, they say via the investor profit, this guy has made you the most amount of money, D8XR, who I think is, who is D8XR? Ooh, I don't know. He's somewhere here. He's not here. I remember iceberg.sol from the actual trading competition here. So these are two places you can come and deposit your money. Similar to D-Hedge on Solana, just for other people to trade and other people who are confident in trading. Because for us, we're not confident in trading at all. We're basically retail. We can't, time the market like that. These people, this is their job. They sit at the computer. This is their job to do it. So it's better to leave it in their hands. So if you're interested, you can put $100 to either of these and see if they're able to accrue you some value. Better than staking it, probably. And ladies and gentlemen, I finished the episode with the best retail focused Dapp on Solana. Which one do you think it is? Leave me a comment down there below. I'm going to give you my idea of what is the best Dapp on Solana at the moment, and it is Jupiter Finance, Jupiter Aggregator. So what Jupiter Aggregator does is it takes all the different pools around Solana and it gives you the best price according to what you want to trade. If you want to trade $1,000 of this, it's going to look around all the different pools, which are Serum, Raydium, Saber, Orca, Mercurial, Aldrin, DEX Labs, Step, Crupper, Penguin Finance, and Sencha. So they're able to look at all the different pools in Solana, see which one is going to give you the best rate, and then it's going to make that transaction for you. And sometimes it'll even close your accounts for you afterwards. It's not just that, it gives you a little section about themselves. They've traded nearly $8 billion in TVL at the moment, which is a lot, $8 billion in volume. These are the statistics page, and guys, they don't have a token yet. Jupiter doesn't have a token yet. They will be doing a token later on, okay? Look at this. They traded $147 million in one day, okay? There's not a lot of unique wallets. So if you're in Solana, this is the place for you to come and trade your funds. Another thing is it tells you the top pool providers. Serum is the top pool provider, followed by Saber, Raydium, Orca, Mercurial, Creamer, and Lifinity. I'm interested in Lifinity because they still have those Lifinity flares that we talked about before. And it's also not just that, they have a lot more going on the side. They can tell you what's trending at the moment. So you can see here what's trending on Jupiter. Samu, a lot of people like Samu. Ticket Finance, Crowny, Unk Club, Tulip. And then you can see, you can go to close accounts on Sonar, because you know Solana has the rent feature. And basically it gives you a transaction history as well. So I would say Jupiter is currently the best DApp on Solana at the moment. Hands down, no competition, especially from a retail focused point of view. If you just want the best rates for your best returns in a smooth and clean UI, then it is Jupiter. All right, I'm going to end the episode there. Thank you very much for watching. Appreciate your time as always. I only get about 400 views, 500 views for these videos max, so I'm going to try and make it a lot shorter and maybe make some little short snippets from them. Thank you very much for watching. Appreciate your time. Ciao for now.